15 years ago, if you asked any serious technical diver about what brand they trusted with their life, one name dominated the conversation: Hollis. Their gear was bulletproof. Their designs were groundbreaking. They weren't just a brand, they were the standard for tech diving. But today, Hollis is a shadow of its former self, a Me Too brand playing catch-up in an industry they once led. So, what happened to a legend? To understand the shifting tides of Hollis, we have to go back, way back, to the beginning. The story isn't just about a brand, but about a man, Bob Hollis, an engineer and a true diving pioneer. Bob's journey into the underwater world began in the 1950s, long before modern gear was even a concept. He was building his own equipment and pushing boundaries of what was possible underwater. In 1972, he founded Oceanic, which became part of a larger company, American Underwater Products, or AUP. Hollis, as a dedicated technical diving brand, emerged from this rich history, building on decades of Bob's innovation and passion. While a specific formal launch date for the Hollis brand is often cited as 2004, it was truly an evolution, a strategic focus on serious divers doing serious diving, leveraging the vast experiences already accumulated within AUP. Bob wasn't just a businessman, he was a diver. He personally tested his own gear in most extreme conditions, listening intently to the feedback from cave divers, wreck explorers, and military operators. His hands-on, no-compromise philosophy was the bedrock of Hollis, quickly making it the go-to for top-tier reliable equipment. At its peak, Hollis wasn't just selling gear, they were defining what technical equipment should be. Let's have a look back at some of the most impactful contributions. Going way back to the Hollis Katana concept and their SMS series of BCDs. Launching at around 2006, the Hollis Katana concept revolutionized side mounts and the back mount hybrid design. It was a true game changer, offering unprecedented versatility and setting new standards for buoyancy control devices in technical diving. Its influence was so profound that even years later, when the Katana 2 was released in January 2020, it was described as a departure from earlier designs, incorporating modern side mount principles that have become industry standards. In 2007, Hollis acquired the design for the groundbreaking Prism rebreather. By 2009, the Hollis Prism 2 became one of the first mass-market closed-circuit rebreather units for technical divers. This unit was praised for its low work of breathing, lightweight design, and simplicity. Its continued development saw it receive crucial CE approval in late 2019, allowing it to meet stringent European standards and expand its international reach. And on Hollis's regulator technology, whilst not a single product, the ART system launched in 2010. Hollis regulators were renowned for their adjustable regulator technology, a core design philosophy. This innovation allowed divers to fine-tune the inhalation effort with the twist of a knob, optimizing performance for varying conditions and depths. This level of user control was a testament to Bob's commitment to precision and the adaptability in life support equipment. These weren't just products. They were industry-shifting breakthroughs that earned Hollis the unwavering trust and belief of the technical diving community. But by the early 2010s, cracks began to show. Bob Hollis, now in his 70s, started to take a step back from daily operations, and the company faced increasing financial pressures and production delays. Reports from the time indicated struggles with maintaining adequate inventory levels, a critical issue for a gear-intensive industry. These challenges were not isolated. They occurred in the wake of the Great Recession and the severe global economic downturn between 2008 and 2013. This period saw widespread losses in economic output and declines in employment, unemployment, which impacted businesses across all sectors. Operating within such a challenging macroeconomic environment likely exacerbated Hollis's internal struggles, affecting its ability to invest in research and development and maintaining optical production. This broader economic context highlights that the need for new investors was not solely due to internal missteps, but also as a consequence of navigating a very difficult financial landscape. During this period, there was a growing perception that Hollis was losing some of its unique identity. While direct evidence of widespread rebadging of older designs before 2017 was not widely documented, some in the community began to view Hollis as more of a high-quality, low-end brand, the Chevy of the scuba world, as one diver put it. This suggested a shift towards accessibility rather than the constant disruptive innovation. The brand that once set trends now appeared to be struggling to maintain its distinct edge, a situation that would soon be dramatically altered by a major corporate acquisition. In May 2017, a significant announcement shook the dive industry. Hollis, along with Oceanic, was acquired by Huish Outdoors. On paper, this should have been a lifeline, injecting much needed capital and operational stability. Huish's stated strategy at the time was to expand its portfolio, offering a comprehensive range of products and price points to its retail partners. They labelled this their consumer choice strategy. They even pledged to boost inventory levels and address previous supply chain issues. However, the transition to new ownership was not without its challenges. While not explicitly confirmed, the shift in ownership and strategic priorities could have led to changes in the company's internal structure. More critically, the period immediately following the acquisition was marred by significant quality control issues that severely damaged Hollis's reputation. The most impactful was a widespread regulator recall. From October 2017 to June 2018, Huish Outdoors recalled several models of Hollis regulators, including the DC7, the DC3, the DC1 and 2, and the DCX first stages. The reason was critical. A new high-pressure poppet could restrict airflow at low tank pressures, posing a significant drowning hazard. While Huish stated there'd been no incidents, this recall did affect thousands of units. Devastating blow to a brand that had built its name on being bulletproof. This public acknowledgement of a serious flaw under new ownership profoundly impacted divers' trust. It's important to understand that some quality concerns did exist for Hollis products, particularly its lights, before the Huish acquisitions. Forum discussions from as early as 2012 and 2016 mentioned issues with product failures and with customer service. This suggests that Huish inherited a brand with existing quality challenges. However, the highly publicized regulator recall under their direct stewardship magnified these negative perceptions, further eroding the bulletproof reputation and overshadowing any efforts to improve the brand. Divers reported not just regulator failures, but also continuing frustrations with BCDs, with fins, and with masks, and a general decline in the field of customer service. The once unquestioned reputation was crumbling, and the brand was struggling to regain its footing. The perception that Hollis has released very few truly new products since 2017, with most being refreshes, is an overstatement. Hollis has introduced notable new products and significant updates. For example, the Katana 2 side mount system launched in January 2020. This offered improvements and a departure from previous designs. The Prism 2 was refreshed and updated, adding back-mounted counterlungs in January 2019, providing a much more streamlined profile. New DX300X drysuits debuted around 2020, and a new ST Elite and DT wing system showcased in late 2021 for a 2022 release. Even new regulator additions were noted in August 2021. So while product development has entirely halted, the nature of Hollis's innovation appears to have shifted from disruptive leadership to iterative improvements. Meanwhile, the technical diving market itself has been booming, creating a stark contrast for Hollis's struggles. The global diving equipment market is projected to reach $7.5 billion by 2033. That's a healthy 7.3% annual growth rate. Crucially, the technical diving equipment sector is experiencing even faster growth compared to recreational diving. This means that Hollis's decline in prominence is not due to a shrinking industry, but rather a failure to maintain its competitive edge and capture market share within a dynamic and expanding sector. This competitive displacement is a story of lost relevance in a favourable market. And into this growing market, new brands have stepped in to fill the void Hollis once commanded. In side mount, while the Hollis Katana 2 is a strong contender, brands like Diverite continue to dominate side mount and cave diving, and X-Deep, particularly with its Stealth 2, revolutionised wing design, setting new benchmarks that even Hollis later adopted. In the rebreather sector, while Hollis's Prism 2 remains a respected unit, brands like the JJ and the Liberty are leading rebreather innovation. It's noteworthy that the Hollis Prism 2, along with other leading rebreathers, rely on shearwater electronics, highlighting the dominance of specialised component manufacturers. Within the dive computer sector, this is where Hollis's lost edge really becomes apparent. Today, Shearwater absolutely own the technical diving computer market. They hold a staggering 79.1% of the market share among technical divers. For new purchases, their dominance is even more pronounced, with almost 92% of tech divers considering them. Hollis dive computers are simply not listed among top brands, barely registering in the conversation. This quantifiable disparity in critical technical diving category demonstrates a significant innovation and market penetration gap. It's not just a feeling of being behind in crucial segments like dive computers. Hollis has been decisively outmaneuvered, indicating a profound loss of its standard setting status. While Hollis still produces regulators, the conversation of top-tier performance in extreme conditions often centers around brands like Scuba Pro and Apex. Apex, particularly with its MTX RC, is frequently lauded for its environmentally sealed, overbalanced diaphragm designs and advanced heat exchanger, making it the preferred choice for cold and technical diving conditions. Hollis went from setting trends to chasing them, and often is a long step behind. So is Hollis doomed to remain just a Me Too brand? Well, not necessarily, but to regain the trust and loyalty of the technical diving community, Huish Outdoors needs to make substantial strategic changes. They need to stop rebranding old gear or making minor refreshes. Hollis needs to develop something truly new, something that redefines a category, just as the original Katana and the Prism once did. This means understanding and anticipating the evolving needs of advanced technical divers, not just reacting to what competitors are doing. They need to rebuild that quality, control, and trust in their products that we once had. The regulator recalls and the pre-existing quality concerns underscore that rebuilding trust requires more than just new products. It demands cultural and operational shift. Huish must implement rigorous quality assurance processes, address past issues transparently, and perhaps offer enhanced warranties or service programs to visibly demonstrate a renewed commitment to reliability. This is about restoring that bulletproof image through consistent, reliable performance and responsive customer service. Hollis also needs to stand out as a specialized technical brand within the broader Huish portfolio, not just another brand. This involves authentically re-engaging with the core technical diving community, perhaps bringing in talent from the deep technical diving expertise who embody the diver's diver ethos that Bob Hollis first pioneered. And they need to listen to divers. This is paramount for a tech-focused brand. Direct engagement, robust feedback loops, and visible responsiveness to the community's needs and concerns will be vital in gaining back that loyalty, and it'll also help in guiding future product developments. Without truly listening, Hollis risks remaining only a secondary player. Otherwise, Hollis will go down in history as just another brand that used to mean something. A legend whose edge was lost to the shifting tides of innovation and market competition. Do you still dive a Hollis, or do you feel the brand has lost its way? Let us know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and splash down on the subscribe button. Thanks very much for watching. Stay diving, guys.